Hey, what's up guys? This is SnackBox. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Guys, in this video I want to talk to you about how I manage my artifacts and some of the tips and tricks that I use. And there's no better time for it than now because we have the minus 100% gear removal cost, and this event will last for another almost 3 days, and you should take advantage of it. So let's get right into it. Gear management and artifact cleansing is a really situational topic because it really depends on where your account is, like how far you progressed, and where you're currently at with your dungeon teams, clan boss teams, and so on and so on. So basically, the first thing you have to do is set a threshold for um, the gear you would keep and the gear you would sell. You know what I mean? So, for example, for my account, there's absolutely no reason anymore to keep 5-star gear unless it's an one of the meta sets, like all the 9-piece sets, Merciless, even Slayer, Feral, Pinpoint, Stone Skin, Protection. For those kind of sets, sometimes you make an exception, but other than that, uh, you really need to be strict and remove those artifacts from your account, because if you start to invest silver into artifacts that are not really worth it, you kind of waste your silver, and at the same time you don't make any silver uh, at all, because you know you might end up selling it, and you already invested, like, I don't know, like a couple 100,000 to upgrade it, and then the return is just not making it up. So that's the first thing you need to do. Like, you go to rank and rarity, let's say, I don't know, you don't want no 5 stars anymore, or maybe you keep legendary 5 stars and epic 5 stars, and then you select rare. So as you can see, I got this. I will never use this. Like, this is probably an old piece I have laying around for I don't know how long, and I'm gonna sell it straight away because none of my champs gonna, I'm not gonna put it on any of my champs. Same as this. 5-star speed boots, I have enough 6-star speed boots. I don't need this anymore. Same thing with here, with this, stalwart. Such an outdated set. It's a 4-piece, and nobody really uses it anymore. I'm gonna keep this seal because there are some missions where you have to gear your champs in seal artifacts. So I'm just gonna hold on to it, but I'm gonna end up selling it too someday. Same with this piece. Pinpoint, I'm gonna keep it for now. Speed and accuracy, I don't have a lot of pinpoints, so I really need to keep what I have. And this is what I mean by making exceptions. A merciless set piece, speed boots with crit rate, not really great, but the best I have right now, or like not the best I have right now, but decent enough to keep it because I don't have many options. But by the time I get more pieces and so on, I will cleanse this gear too. But for now, I'll just keep it because it's not worth for me to sell it at the moment for 40,000 silver, because I might build one of my Hydra champs with this piece, and it might, give me a benefit. Now let me sell those real quick. And that's basically, how I do it. And, now I sold all the rares. Now I'm gonna check the epics. See, some old pieces here. I'm never gonna use them. It's a triple speed roll with accuracy. Pretty decent, but we have perception set, which gives you extra speed. I use the glyph on it, but from the looks of it, it looks good, but I don't need it. Like, most of my champs I have better gear, right? So that's the main issue that I had too. Like, you would invest in some of the pieces, get decent rolls, you have already a glyph on it, and then you're kind of like, I'm gonna hold on to it, and maybe I can use it for one of my champs. I don't know, maybe I'll just keep it for now. But in this case, this is probably the wrong move, because it's just gonna end up, taking space, and you're missing out on a lot of silver, and that's basically why you really need to be strict once you set that threshold. Once you are aware of how good your best gear is, and you really need to get the feeling for it, like if this is gonna be useful for your account or not, And this piece is not a bad piece, right? Like, a lot of players would use this, even though it's 5-star, but it's a triple speed roll, 23 speed with accuracy on accuracy set. It's not bad, but I just have better pieces on better sets, so that's why I'm not gonna keep it. Same thing with this one, same thing here. Like, these are all old pieces, and I really need to get rid of them now. This cursed set piece I'm gonna keep, because I don't really have any cursed pieces. Before I stopped playing, nobody really used cursed sets, because Hex wasn't really strong back then. But then they buffed it, and now it's kind of meta for Hydra, so I'm gonna keep this. Also, a provoke piece comes in handy every now and then, and I don't farm Ice Golem that much, so I'll keep this for now. So I moved myself real quick to the other side so you can actually see what I'm talking about. As you can see, this 5-star piece is really decent. HP percentage, triple roll on crit rate, speed, crit damage, HP percentage, set. This is a really decent piece. But now, let me show you this. Now, if you want to see if this is really good for your account or not, just in that case, put a primary set as the HP percentage, put a subset of speed and crit rate, and then hide set filters, and do equip. So as you can see, I have not that many HP percentage chests with crit rate and speed, but a fair amount, like, I'm not really lacking them, but I also don't have a lot. And if I prioritize speed here as highest, it's mostly, I have this piece right here, then I have another 5-star piece here, another one here, another one here. So in terms of sub rolls, my 5-star pieces, or some of my 5-star pieces, are better than my 6-star pieces. But I have a good amount. Now let me see if I put crit rate on the highest priority. You know, it's the chest with the highest crit rate roll on my account, on an HP percentage chest. And that's how you basically, you know, get a feeling of what is your best piece of gear, what you know, which one has the best rolls, and that helps you a lot with like progressing in different areas, especially now that we have Cursed City and the Hydra balance and the gear removal event. And that gives you a chance to really, you know, put your best gear on one champion, do a Hydra run, or let's say a Cursed City stage, and then swap it back to wherever you had it. So yeah, what I always do after a while, I basically, I cleanse my gear like this. I set a threshold, and I look for certain rarities. Now this is something I really forgot. If you now look at this, a couple of years ago, people used to do that a lot with like champions they don't use. They put resistance gear on them because resistance pushes your player power a lot. And I tried that out kinda, but I was like getting tired of it because it's like, it doesn't really benefit you. It just looks good on the player power, but it kind of fakes your player power. You know what I mean? So that's why I stopped doing that. But I just want to see like how much it boosts, how much player power you get from this. And it's quite a fair amount. But now with the gear removal, I can go and do this. I still have champions with like 4-star pieces and, champions I don't like, I've used when I started playing the game, and I already like sold so many 4-star pieces because all these champions had 4-star pieces and whatever, and I made a lot of silver with it, So that's also a really nice thing to do right now at the moment because you have the gear removal event. You can go and like remove the gear of champs you're not really using. Look at all the lifesteal gear, what I used for my clan boss team when I started playing. Like these are couple 100,000 silver, maybe 1 million or something. And it's worth selling. So another thing that I started doing right now, because it wasn't implemented in the game when I stopped playing, the preset manager. So this is a really nice feature because it basically gives you the option to save a set of gear so you don't have to, go and take a piece from this champion and take a piece from this champion, and then you might fuck it up and you might end up making a mistake because you took the wrong piece or whatever, and now there's a piece missing over there and a piece missing over there, and it's like it just takes so much time to, without this preset manager, to get your gear together. And this way, I can just, for example, if I need a stun set for Cursed City, I just click on my champion, preset manager, and put it on, you know what I mean? And you don't have to remember which champion used this gear and whatever, it's right there, right? So this is really, really essential for your gear management. You can basically do global presets, so they're not champion bound. For example, when I go to my CFI, I have a champion preset, right, for a nine piece protection, and it's like this only counts for my CFI. I don't see this when I use any other champ. It doesn't show. And the global presets are for every champion, basically. Yeah, this is a really nice feature, helps a lot, and speeds up makes it really faster to gear your champions. Now, another thing I would recommend you to do is, because speed is the most important stat in the game, in my opinion. So what I would do to figure out what my best speed gear is, because you need speed for arena, for Hydra, for dungeons, there's no area where you don't need speed. More speed is always better. You prioritize speed. You go down, you go to height set filters, and then you would do this. And now you see your best pieces at the top. All the gear you want to use. And when you scroll all the way down, see how many pieces there are on an account, and my account isn't really stacked. So when you do this with an crazy account, it's like you're gonna be scrolling for a minute. So as you can see, I have a couple of pieces that are not rolled, and I have 5-star pieces here, 5-star pieces there. Like, these are pieces that I'm not gonna use. I'm not gonna use this champion. I'm not gonna use this piece. So you can go ahead and, write it down or whatever, what champion has artifacts that you want to sell, remove them and sell them. And this is going to give you a lot of silver. Because this doesn't have speed. It's a 5-star attack percentage chest on a frost set. Like, that piece is probably 2 or 3 years old. And I'm never going to use it. So it's going to end up, I'm going to turn it into silver later. And basically all these pieces without speed are kind of not usable for me, So I'll keep some pieces like supersonic sets and whatever, lethal. I might even sell this. I don't think I need resistance on any nuker, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like, just go for your gear like this. Like, all these pieces, they don't have speed, and speed is really, really, really important. So I would probably sell the majority of these pieces and work my way up until I get a feeling of, okay, these pieces from here, let me find something real quick. This, like, all these pieces still have no speed on them. Like, there are so many artifacts I really should sell. And okay, here we go. So many artifacts I really should sell, and I never did, because I always thought, like, I might need it, I might use it somewhere, but that's just an illusion. Basically, you're talking yourself into keeping it, but you don't really need it. So here it basically starts with speed. This is gonna be sold, this is gonna be sold. Now you're gonna work your way up here and see, do I need this? It's a crit damage set, a crit rate. It's alright. I can, for my account, I can use this in, what's it called? Secret rooms and Cursed City. I can sell this one. And then you work your way up like this, and you just gotta ask yourself, like this piece, for example, it's 6-star rare, perception, accuracy, main stat, which is not bad, but I have some other pieces that have speed rolls on them, and now I gotta ask myself, is there any champion that I would use this on that doesn't have an accuracy chest already? If so, I'll keep it. If not, sell it. You know what I mean? If you have like doubts or whatever, just sell it. Don't hang on to it. Now, if this was a pinpoint set, it would be a different topic, right? Like if it was a pinpoint set, I would keep it because it's one of the best sets in the game at the moment. But it's perception. You can craft so much perception pieces that I don't need to hang on to this. You know what I mean? It's not a rare set. It's not hard to get, and I will 100% get a better piece than this. So this is gonna be a sell. And that's basically how I cleanse my gear, how I manage my gear. It's a lot of work. Sometimes you have to go through every piece. It's kind of annoying, but it really benefits your account and helps you in different areas, like especially arena. It helped me a lot in arena, helped me a lot in Cursed City, helped me a lot in Hydra, and it's really, really important if you wanna, if you try to progress in this game. And you really need to get your best pieces of gear on one champion. Like, for example, you have an Arbiter, she's your arena booster. You want her to be as fast as possible. You go to the filter, you put in speed as your highest priority, height set filters, and then you will, mostly look for speed sets, of course. And high speed rolls. For example, I got this one. Okay, it's a triple speed roll with max glyph. Nice. I'm gonna take this. Now I'm gonna look for, a divine speed piece. Let's say this one. Okay, double roll, max glyph, take it. Now I want to, I can see, okay, I got a righteous triple row here with max glyph. This is the one I want. And now I'm gonna use these gloves. Okay, now I need a shield and boots. Okay, I'll take this shield. And now I'm gonna look for the best boots. Okay, here, speed boots with speed ascension. Boom. I just upgraded my arbiter from 359 to 405 speed. Of course, not everybody has gear like that. Took me, a lot of time to get this gear, but I'm pretty sure most of you guys can improve your builds like this, with this, with this little trick. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys can learn something from here and improve your builds and your gear management. And it's really worth taking the time and managing all your gear, your best gear pieces, put your sets together, save some presets, and do it now, because now we have the opportunity to not pay any silver fee for removing gear, and it's really important. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and a comment, and see you in the next video.